Welcome back for today's college basketball pick video play for Monday, November 12th, 2018. Be sure to check out our daily free college basketball pick every single day over at our main website, stumpthespread.com, which is linked down in the video description. Today's free play is a pick against the spread in the Stanford versus North Carolina matchup. So again, you can check that out over at stumpthespread.com. Heading into this one, I'm going to be talking about this nightcapper here out west between the San Diego Toreros and the Washington Huskies. Going to give our lean on where we see the better value against the spread. The home team Washington coming in as moderate favorites here, giving 8 points. Now to open up the year, San Diego, they've been a pretty consistent cover for us through their first two games, actually convincingly beating the spread for us in each of those contests. In their opener, they took down a pretty respectable Weber State opponent by a final of 83-66. And then in their last outing going on the road, San Diego proving themselves at UC Davis. And this is a UC Davis team that hasn't gotten off to a very good start this year, but their preseason prognostication was that they were going to be very competitive out in the Big West. We'll see if this is a better win for the Toreros than what we've been seeing from the Aggies, at least to open up the year, but winning that one convincingly by a final of 76-57. So back-to-back convincing double-digit wins against what figures to be decent mid-major competition. Now the Toreros really get to see where they're at as they go on the road and take what is currently a top 25 team. I do expect this to change, obviously, with what Washington showed us in their last outing. But in terms of their numbers, still early on in the year, but this group, they're 59th in the nation in assists, 153rd in scoring average, and 71st in total team defense. And then veteran Isaiah Pinheiro is averaging over 26 points per game. And the Toreros, they're going to be trying to work their way up into that upper tier of the WCC. Never the easiest thing. This is always a very top-heavy conference with teams like Gonzaga, St. Mary's, and BYU, usually holding the fort down in that upper tier of the WCC, but San Diego is going to be trying to work their way up into that tier, and they can possibly do that given the amount of talent and experience that returns for this group. It's one of the most experienced teams in college basketball. We expect this squad to at the very least get past 20 victories this year and get to some type of postseason action beyond just their conference tournament. So today they're taking on the Washington Huskies. This is a group that brings in some elevated expectations into the 2018-19 regular season, and they got off to a pretty nice start in their opener, getting past Western Kentucky by a final of 73-55, but we were very disappointed in what we saw in the Huskies in their last outing, albeit in a road setting against a very tough opponent. But when you're a top 25 team, even when you're going on the road against another top 25 opponent, you're expected to keep things at least within the margin of respectability, and the Huskies were not able to do that at Auburn, losing that one by a final of 66-88. That has us recalculating and recalibrating potentially where this Huskies team might be once they get into Pac-12 play, but they have a number of challenges on their non-conference slate, and we'll get a great idea of where this group stands once they go in to that difficult Pac-12 slate. In terms of their numbers so far this year, again, a small sample size, but they're 258th in the nation in scoring average and 175th in total team defense. So San Diego, coming into this one as a veteran team, they shouldn't be afraid of the big stage going against a Power 5 opponent. And also the Toreros, they've shown us that they can get the job done on the road in their last outing with that convincing 19-point win against a respectable UC Davis opponent. So we feel like this veteran Toreros team can keep things interesting, maybe even push for the upset, but at the very least going on and likely covering this 8-point spread, especially with the Huskies, given how poor they looked in their last outing. We're a little bit hesitant on this group right now, even on their home court. So again, going to be siding with the road team here, taking San Diego, getting the 8 points as the better value play. If you agree, give the video a thumbs up. Disagree, give it a thumbs down. You can check out our daily free college basketball pick every single day over at stumpthespread.com. Linked down in the video description. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we hope to see you guys back here for tomorrow's video.